Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode. This is just another podcast with Meg. And today we're going to be talking about me being a YouTuber or being on YouTube for the past 3 years. So it's going to get pretty exciting. Not really. So I can see on the camera that I'm a little pink already, and that's because I put blush on. That's not true. I have lupus. No, I'm just kidding. That's not true either. So I had a beer over while doing some errands. So yeah. Anyway, you guys already know that we have a couple of drinks on this podcast, and today we're going to be having red wine. So that's new. I don't usually drink red wine, but it's something that I've been drinking for the past few days. So yeah, this is Cabernet Sauvignon from Yellowtail, and yes, it is a double bottle. So let's go. It's a cork. Oh, there we go. So you guys already know, feel free to have a drink with me because we're just chilling. Okay, so that should be enough for tonight. Okay. Cheers. It's pretty good. Okay. So me being on YouTube for the past 3 years, as of November this year, it will probably be 4 years. Yeah, because that's what comes after 3, 4, right? So yeah, I'm going to talk a little bit about why I started, but just super brief because we've talked about this multiple times on the channel already. And basically, a couple of years ago, I was in my second year of proper, and then I failed a couple of subjects, and it was like the first time I had ever failed anything really. So it had like this huge impact on my life, and I lost myself because like my entire life was school and all of that. But yeah, so I felt like I needed to do something for me, and I wanted to do something creative. At the time, I was watching a lot of YouTube, lots of Casey Neistat. He was still doing his daily vlogs, I think, when I started watching him. So yeah, as well as a lot of Peter McKinnon. You know, he was just about rising at the time, as well as Mali Hapoya, Sam Colder, Sarah Dici, John Hill, Chris Howe. All of those people really inspired me and like made me think, maybe I could do that. And then I actually practiced. Before I released my very first vlog, I borrowed like my aunt's digicam. So it was like one of those Sony cameras that had a flip out screen, but they're like for video, so they didn't look like any traditional mirrorless camera or anything like that. So I practiced with that just so I could get used to talking to the camera a little bit. So I remember walking around the mall with my friends and trying to like vlog, and it was very awkward. I think people stared at me a lot because of the camera I was using, because it was very, very old. But yeah, and then I had a couple of trips lined up, specifically Hong Kong, Singapore, and Iloilo. Yeah, so those 3 were kind of just like spaced 2 weeks apart. So I thought, why not shoot that? You know, why not make it cinematic? If you guys don't know, I made a podcast episode, one where I call the segment called Tipsy Reacts, where I get a little drunk and I react to something. So the very first one was me reacting to my very first vlog. So not very cinematic. It was not that good. So yeah, I started with travel vlogs and then regular vlogs, but more of travel. And that kind of contributed to the fact that I wasn't really able to upload all that much because I didn't travel all the time. You know, I was a full-time student. I would travel whenever I got the chance to. Although, you know, that's why I could only upload like once every 2 or 3 months. And yeah, I just kind of kept uploading travel videos. I was afraid to upload anything else really because I didn't think that my life was very interesting. So more of that. And then I had one video that blew up, which wasn't a travel video. It was a day in the life of a dental clinician. And I'm honestly not sure if I'm allowed to talk about that, but it was my very first video that actually blew up on YouTube. I think it has about 6,000 views. And on Facebook, I uploaded the entire video onto Facebook, and it got about 130,000 views. So at the time, that was huge for me. I mean, if I got 100,000 views or like 50,000, 20,000 views today, I'd be like freaking out. But like that was huge for me at the time. But it came at a price. I'm not sure if I should be talking about this, but I got into trouble for that video. I don't really want to talk about like the specifics of what happened, but basically, if you don't know me in person, I guess you would find it offensive. I'm a very sarcastic person, and I had this one specific line about class, and I said, class. Sometimes it feels like a waste of time. Sometimes it doesn't. So I didn't mean any harm by that. You know, I was just trying to make the video interesting. I had no means of like saying that our teachers are bad or anything like that, but that was one of the biggest reasons why I got into trouble. Also, some people didn't like that I shot in school in general, but yeah, I got praise and I got a lot of backlash for that video. So even though it was obviously successful, that's why I kind of didn't dive deeper into that niche, which was like dentistry vlogs, or going deeper into that. I wanted to, like, I really did, because I thought that maybe this could be like my thing, like travel and like dentistry. But yeah, I had a very, very bad experience after uploading that video, so I just decided not to do it all together. And that's one of the reasons why I just really dive deeper into the whole travel vlog thing. It's funny because I watched a lot of tutorials on like how to vlog and like how to make your vlogs interesting. And I remember a specific video that I watched from Becky and Chris. Hang on. Becky and Chris. So they're a married couple. They're super awesome. I love their channel so much. But they're a married couple, one of which is a full-time creative. One is a doctor that also dabbles in like video and all that, interior design. They're amazing. And I remember them giving tips that when they first started out their channel, they started posting lots of vlog content as well. And it was just their daily lives. And then they said, don't start with vlogs because nobody gives a shit. And I didn't believe it. At the time, I was like, nah, I can make it work. I mean, I'll make it interesting enough so that, you know, people will give a crap about what I post. And you know what? It's actually freaking true. Nobody gives a shit about your vlogs and whatever the heck you're doing. So yeah, I had to learn that the hard way. It's actually a very humbling experience because I've always kind of been the person who, if I tried hard enough, I would always get a good result. If I tried hard enough. And I was trying really hard on YouTube, you know, even though I was only uploading like once or twice every now and then. I worked really hard on the videos, really put a lot of like my brain power into that. But it was a very humbling experience to realize that, wow, nobody gives a crap, you know? And that's what made me give up so many times. Like, over the course of almost 4 years on YouTube, actually, I have given up at least 20 times. Like, I'm not complaining. I know it's a part of the process, but there are just times where you put in so much effort, rather, and then you just don't see the result that you want, and that's okay, especially in something like video creation on YouTube, because it is an oversaturated market. But it's never too late to jump in the pool. You're just gonna have to work harder, or twice as hard as everybody else on the platform, if you want to get noticed. But yeah, I gave up too many times. You know, as a small YouTuber, all I wanted to do was at least get 100 views on every video that I uploaded. So like every time I upload a video, I get really scared, and then I just throw my phone away. I don't want to look at it for like 3 hours because I'm gonna obsess over it. And luckily, I don't think I have a video that's less than 100 views. I have some that didn't quite reach 200, but then like when I think about it, 100 people, still quite a lot, you know, for the internet. So yeah, and that's how I kind of felt stuck in terms of content, because like I said earlier, I was in the travel video field and all of that, and I only traveled every now and then, so I was only like able to upload rarely. Like I was able to travel to the States twice, but then I only uploaded so much during those trips. And then there was a time altogether where I stopped uploading for 6 months, because it was one of those times where, one, I gave up, and two, I was very, very busy with school. And then I uploaded my Singapore vlogs in December of 2019. And then like I got really pumped up to shoot travel videos. And then for 2020, I had like this whole lineup of travel. I was gonna go to Cebu in January. I was gonna go to China, Shanghai, in Feb. I planned to go back to Singapore at least 3 times during 2020. I had like this ongoing planning with my high school friends to go to Taiwan or Taipei in like July, and then I was gonna visit the States sometime in the winter. So I had like a jam-packed 2020 for travel. So I was really looking forward to that, stepping into 2020. And then you guys know what happened. The pandemic happened, and it was just like, what am I going to do? I felt so stuck because when 2020 started, I was able to upload all of my Singapore vlogs. I think I uploaded around 4. And then I went on a hiking trip with my friends. I remember like at the start of the video, I was like, I'm going to start this brand new series, a hiking series vlog where I hike various mountains here in the Philippines. What a joke, that never happened. It started and ended with Mount Makulot. So I uploaded that. I uploaded like this video on an Airbnb in Batangas. It was a dome. That was great. So that was like the last trip that I took, and the last travel video that I uploaded. I uploaded like this very short cinematic video on Singapore. I love that video. Worked really hard on that. But yeah, that was like the last travel-esque video that I uploaded. And that's when I had to take a hard look at my channel, my statistics, and what I wanted to do next. Because I was trapped at home, because pandemic, quarantine, all of that bad stuff. So I had to like think, what can I upload, right? I mean, I've always been passionate about tech, but I'm a broke college student. So how the heck am I going to do that, right? I always made excuses for that. So I started with just talking head videos. I remember one of the very first videos that I uploaded were like talking head videos where I talked about like movies and series and things I enjoyed doing in the quarantine and all of that. So the pandemic really pushed me to change the content that I was uploading, which I felt was long overdue. The travel vlogs weren't exactly working for me, although I did enjoy shooting them. It was also very stressful on my end, because I was like, oh, I need to make this super cinematic. I have to plan the transitions. I have to talk, which I all hated. No, I don't. I mean, I feel I'm getting too aggressive. I didn't hate it necessarily, but it was more of just like, it's hard to vlog outside, especially if you're as socially awkward as I am. I hate being looked at when I'm outside. So like, of course, when you're vlogging and you're outside and you're like, blah, 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 everybody's going to be staring at you. So that's just like one of the things that I dreaded. And that's the thing I missed the least when I started shooting indoors, because it was just me and my camera. So yeah, I focused more on like silent videos, talking head videos, which eventually led to my first tech video. And this was such a big moment for me because, again, this is something I'm very passionate about. I've always enjoyed technology, of course, buying things and trying them out and all of that. And I always thought that I wish I had a tech YouTube channel. So I bought an iPad in like November. So that was like the iPad Air 4, like the first iPad to resemble the iPad Pro, where they basically got rid of the horrible looking bezels, the big bezels, you know, the top and chin. They finally did the like all screen display. So I was like, I want that. Also, there's lots of buzz around iPad OS and that being good for creative. So I was like really eyeing the iPad for a while, but I just couldn't pull the trigger on the iPad Pro. So yeah, the iPad Air 4 came out, and when I bought it, I was like, you know what? I think it's time. I think I should do an unboxing. So I did, and it was very well received. It honestly, I mean, like for a small YouTuber, come on. I think I got around 1,000 views in less than a week. So that's really big for me because I've only had like a handful of videos that made it to 1,000. So that was just like a big pivotal moment in my YouTube career. And it just kind of snowballed from there. I started making a little more tech videos where I talked about a few tips and tricks with the iPad, and then I bought my new camera, my Fujifilm X-S10, unboxed it, reviewed it. I have done a couple of Fujifilm videos, and they've all been pretty well received. I think the best one, I know the best one is about the Fujifilm X-T200. I think right now it's at 34,000 views, which is absolutely amazing. Like that, I'm just so happy. Like I'm just so happy that I was able to not just help people out with their buying decision, but also just I'm really happy that I'm doing something that I genuinely enjoy doing. So I've been focusing a lot more on that. Just a little life update, actually. I got a part-time job here in the US. I work at a little yogurt shop, and it's been really fun. The workplace is fun. My coworkers are super easy to get along with, so it's been great. I need the money because tech YouTube is not cheap, and I don't think my family is willing to fund the things that I want to review. So yeah, tech YouTube or just making tech videos is something that I really enjoy doing, and so far it's been working out pretty well for me. So I think I'll be going in this direction, and it's pretty cool because it's what led to my first collaboration ever, and that was actually a podcast episode. So I had the hosts of PH Murder Stories I had them on this podcast, and I interviewed them, you know, how their podcast came to be and all of that. And it's funny because I actually knew the guy, one of the hosts, from high school, as well as the writers. We all went to high school together. And I remember it was one night. So when I was in the Philippines, my body clock was just super messed up. I went to sleep at like 5, 6 a.m. I'd wake up at 2. And I remember one night, I was like, it was 3 a.m. I was drinking my wine, watching anime, and I was just like, somebody messaged me. I pick it up, and then my friend Andrew, one of the hosts, just tells me, and like, hey, my team and I were watching your podcast episode on failure. And I'm just like, why? Why are you doing this? So yeah, and then that's where they were like, are you open to collaborating? And that's kind of how that started. So I'm very happy that we collaborated. It was such a fun experience. I was able to host one of their episodes as well on Spotify. Actually, let me play it for you a little bit. It's a little cringy, my part. I mean, not them, it's just my voice. That's actually one of the things that I had a really hard time with, is just speaking. Because, like, of course, these videos, I have video and I have audio, but their format is purely audio. So there's a lot of talking like this because they're trying to tell their story through their voice. And it's so hard. It was so challenging. I didn't think it was going to be that challenging, but it was. Let me look for the episode real quick. PH Murder Stories. I hate hearing my voice. Honestly, that's actually one of the things that I had to adjust to a lot when I started editing. Was just my stupid voice. Like, you never really get used to hearing your voice over and over again. Oh, here we go.
All textbooks, especially for his roles as an.
So that's Andrew, and honestly, Andrew and Pat, they're so good at what they do. When they talk to the mic, they do it so well, so whole. I can't see, like, I had such a hard time doing it, but anyway, here we go. This is what it sounds like. I could twerk to this.
There's no such thing as questions, just hidden answers. Stay tuned to PH Murder Stories as we revisit
Hang on, let me fast.
promote violence in all sorts. Let's start with this special episode. Allow me to introduce our guest, Bianca, from Just Another Podcast with Mick. Check
That's
out
us.
her YouTube channel at Bianca Mikaehla and stream her videos, from detailed gadget reviews to lifestyle content.
Hey everyone, my name is Bianca, and as stated earlier, I am a content creator on YouTube. I have a channel.
So
It's named Bianca Mikaehla.
that's me. Okay, so that's just me talking normally, right? So this is
Into their lives.
like the
This
narrative.
negatively impacted Juan and Maria's union.
So like he does it so well.
The problem started between the two when Maria made the error in talking to Juan very fondly about a certain man she encountered in Mont d'Or, a mountain holiday destination in central France. Juan did not appreciate Maria's attachment over Dusac,
It's so good.
making him anxious and furious about the matter.
I think I'm gonna speak now.
Months after first hearing about Dusac, the problem got more heated.
I can't listen to myself. I hate that. But they were so. Is it still going? Oh, okay, but they're super super nice about it. I mean, like, they really helped me through everything. So yeah, that was such a fun experience. Really happy to have had my first collaborative video with them. So that was great. Yeah. So tech videos actually, like, kind of brought me to that point, I guess. But one of the downsides of, like, tech YouTube or making tech videos is just that, like, sometimes when I buy something, I can't unbox it when it arrives, because, like, I'm thinking, oh, this could be a video. This could be something I could review or something like that. I remember when I ordered my XE4, I was relatively busy because I still had school at the time, and we were, like, in between. We just moved into this house, so there was a lot of things that had to be done, so I couldn't open it for like 3 days, and I just wanted to open it, like, oh my god, but I was just like, we gotta shoot it, and I remember making this room actually was kind of a big challenge as well, because, like, instead of just doing it and getting it over with, I had to shoot every freaking second of it. And then my mom was like, so it's like, really, you're filming this too, your bed? And I'm just like, yeah, it do be like that sometimes. So yeah, those are one of the hard things. Sometimes I'm just like, I wish I was a normal person. Wow. I wish I was a normal person that didn't have to think about shooting everything. But yeah, so wow, I'm 24 minutes in. You know what? These past 3 years have definitely been fun, but they've also been frustrating. But at the end of the day, I genuinely enjoy making videos, and it's really become a part of me at this point. I actually have kind of become like that person in school who vlogs and made that dent vlog. I'm not too crazy about that because it has its pros and cons. But yeah, this whole video thing, this whole YouTube thing has truly become a part of me, which is something I love as well. So yeah, I think I'm gonna end it there. I love making videos, and it's been great. We're also celebrating 2,000 subscribers. I think I hit 2,000 a little less than a month ago, which is insane because I hit 1,000 subs not more than a year, not less than a year ago. Yeah, something like that. So it's been great. I've been having a lot of fun. I've been monetized, although money isn't that great. Obviously, as a small creator, it is nice to be rewarded every now and then, right? So yeah, that is pretty much that for this episode. I wasn't able to finish my wine. I talked a lot in this episode. That's strong. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Stay safe, everybody, and I'll see you in the next one.